Hello. Sorry, it happens every time I say that word. Welcome to the Tru-Knit TV studio. I'm Jamie. Jeff's over there manning the cameras and Ranger is doing his Ranger thing. Today we're going to talk about raising the ribber dial. Do you see this little guy right here? This little piece of screw is down inside this hole. And that is what raises your ribber dial. I wanted to show you this before I get the ribber on so you'll know what we're talking about. Now, the way to raise it is you use your 1/8 inch Allen wrench, and there's a hole in here. And you put that in here and you try to turn this screw. It's not easy to turn. So one reason I used a hex key is because we can put this in here and we can put the short in the hull and we get more leverage so that those of us who don't have massive hand strength have more hand strength. Now I'm going to fast forward. I'm going to put the ribber dial on and do a little bit of ribbing, and then I'm going to show you how we change the ribber dial while we're knitting.
And go.
Alright, now let's say for whatever reason, maybe your yarn is a little thicker, maybe you're using a higher count cylinder. Let's say that this stitch is not knitting because it's getting bunched up where the fin and the pin are. Before you decide that you need to raise your ribber dial, I want you to double check that there is no space on the ribber axle between the arm and the tappet plate, no space between the dial and the tappet plate, okay? I want you to make sure that there's no space there. And if not, and you still want to raise the ribber dial, you're going to take your 1/8 inch Allen wrench, and I'm going to do what I showed you without the ribber on, and I want you to watch up here. I'm going to scoot it around. I want you to watch the ribber dial because it's not very much, okay? And I'm talking like only raising it the height. Wait a minute, I think I'm lowering. Yeah, I was lowering, sorry. Okay, so are you watching the ribber dial? Because it is rising, but we don't want to raise it too high or else the ribber needles will crash into the silver bullet. Okay, can you see that there's just a little bit of a gap in here? And we can make that gap 1 hair wider. Okay, now then we're going to take off knitting, and I've raised it too high like I told you not to do. So I'm going to have to lower it back down so that I don't have to lower or raise my silver bullet. That's what you do when you're making a hat with all 72 and 72. Now, this would go a lot easier. Interesting to note, when you lower it, you need to push it down. Okay, so there, it's lowered back down. And now it's not crashing, the ribber needles are not crashing into the silver bullet, or yarn carrier is the technical term. But that's how you raise the ribber dial with the ribber in position.